Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm Straight. I'm known as Straight on Game-Pad.net. So, you've probably seen, some of you may have seen some of our recent quick look videos on MMOs. I recorded a couple of Champions Online ones back in closed beta when the game was in closed beta. The site's co-founder Lucy Fons has recorded a few Darkfall Online quick look videos as well. And we did some Aeon ones as well. So anyway, today I'm going to be showing you some Star Trek Online. Part 1 and Part 2 of this quick look series will basically just be showing off the customization. I'm going to do a couple of quick videos just showing some customization options. So this is my character that I'm using in beta at the moment. This is your character list, obviously, where you select which character you want to play. So now I'm going to go to a new Federation character. Anybody who's played closed beta or pre-order beta so far will have already done this, so yeah, you're not really going to see anything that you haven't already seen, unfortunately. But this is more for people who haven't had a chance to get hands-on with the game yet. I just wanted to show some of the customization. Personally, I'm not sure how much customization I expected in Star Trek Online, bearing in mind that the Cryptic, the game's developers, are the same guys who brought us City of Heroes and City of Villains, as well as Champions Online, which all three boast fantastic customization options. You know, arguably some of the best customization you're likely to see in a modern day MMO. But of course, bearing in mind that all three are set sort of have superhero slash villain themes, so you'd expect a lot of customization. You know, when you think superhero, you want to be able to make them look however you want them to look. Obviously Star Trek, you don't really have that sense of that sort of freedom. A lot of the races have already been set due to canon. You have to be very careful when it comes to what sort of customization you can offer in a Star Trek game, I suppose. Having said that, I am blown away by the amount of customization that Cryptic has managed to pack into this game. I really am. I didn't expect it at all. So here we have Engineering Officer, Science Officer and Tactical Officer. Basically, each one has their own abilities, unique abilities. Engineering, for example, obviously very good at repairing, keeping their ship in tip-top condition. Science, weakening or incapacitating the enemy over time, creating energy fields that damage or hinder, and healing their away team for such effects. Excuse me. Yeah. So science, don't know. Not been science yet, so I can't really comment on how they actually play. Tactical officer are basic combat damage, stealth recon, and squad tactics. They sort of offensive role class. So far, I've been engineering officer. It doesn't really matter because I'm not going to actually go into the game. I'm just going to show off some customization, so I'll just select tactical officer for the time being. And then you come onto your species page, where you can choose pretty much any of the species that are already in the Federation. Human, you know, Vulcan, all your... I'm not a Trekkie, so I can't even pronounce half of these, but, you know, for you Trekkie fans out there, you're going to recognise all these instantly, I imagine. And all come with their own unique traits, etc. But then you've got Unknown. Now this is where the customization comes in. You've got Unknown, and you can create your own species from scratch. Basically, you can choose a biography for them if you so choose. If you're a role player, maybe you want to, you know, really get into it and write out a full biography for your own species and write them into the canon or whatever. It's a bold step by Cryptic. It really is, because obviously a lot of Trekkies are set in their ways. No offense, but obviously, you know, they like official canon and they like things to stick to that canon. So being able to create your own species, I imagine, might step on some people's toes. Personally, I love it. Do you know what I mean? It really does just open the door for a massive amount of customization. So I'm going to go on next page, and when you select Unknown, you actually get to select 4 traits. When you choose one of the preset species, human for example, click next, you only actually get to choose 2. They already have 2 that are the mandatory required traits. So when you go unknown, you actually get to select all 4 of whatever traits you want. I'm just going to select 4 totally random ones because, as I say, I'm not actually going to be progressing with this character. It's just to show off the customization. Right, so here's customize your head. Now you've got a simple page where you can simply select the colour of the skin and the colour of the eyes, and that's pretty much it. Or you can click the Advanced tab down here, which is fun. This is where you could literally lose hours just customizing. Anybody who's played City of Heroes or City of Villains or Champions Online will know that Cryptic, you know, they're pretty much the kings of MMO customization really at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see the face a little bit. Category, so you can choose humanoid, ridged there, which has like a fin on his head, dual lobes, smooth nose ridged. I'm going to go humanoid in this instance. Head type, smooth nose or humanoid. Again, I'm going to stick with humanoid. Skin type. Now, I can't actually select the drop down box from there. It's just skin, so I'm not sure if in the future you'll be able to select now when I select a different head type, there you go, it does drop down. It still only lets me select skin though. There's only skin as an option. Makes me wonder if there'll be further options in the future. So I'm going to change the colour of this guy's skin. Let's make him green. Overall pattern. There you go. This is fun. You can have a gradient, and then you can select a second colour for the gradient. So you can have like green and blue, for example. You can have some nice little ridged patterns there. You can actually select the bevel with this slidey bar, so you can have it bevel out, so it sticks out, or you can have it flat if you set it around the halfway mark, so it looks more like a tattoo. Or you can actually slide it all the way down and it goes inwards, bevels inwards. Very, very awesome feature actually. You can select the colour of the pattern. As you can see from all these colours, a lot of colours. Yeah, and just looking at some of these patterns here, I mean, you can get a good idea. Zoom in a bit more, and you can rotate around your character so you can see. I mean, there, you know, you really can go to town with it. Really, I mean, just looking at some of these options, you can really create the race you've always imagined in Star Trek, I suppose. If you know, all it takes is a bit of imagination. Obviously, the tools are limited. You know, there's only a set amount of patterns that you can have and stuff. But still, you know, there really is a lot of options here. A lot more than I was expecting, actually. So that's your pattern. We'll go with let's have that because it looks cool. Set it for a nice dark green. Bevel it out. Have an outward bevel. Base complexion. You've got heroic, standard, aged 1, aged 2. You've got 5 different age settings, so you can make him like an old man if you like.